Hello, welcome to my Sunday From. This is Super Bowl week. So I kind of want to give you guys some morning news and keep you guys updated. My little red pill space. I am growing this channel, so be sure to let me know that you like my channel and what I'm doing and subscribe. So my next milestone is 70 and I'm at 64 right now. So hopefully we can get this channel growing and have a really great year. So let's start with the local snow is forecast locally. This is Cincinnati, Ohio. Next week we're forecasted for some days of snow, so I'm excited. I love snow. So like when we get snow that sticks to the ground, it's kind of rare, but any snow is cute. I love it. I love seeing it. And we have seen a raise in temperature, but like I feel still like a chill. I don't know why. I open like because like the ice is melty and the snow's melted, so like the air is kind of a little bit frosty. It's so, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like the air is really crispy and like chill. It's like extreme chill. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like an Arctic, like it has like an Arctic constant breeze, and it's like I don't know. I don't think like I don't know how to explain it. It's just kind of like not a thing that I'm used to. I think the change in temperature is like an issue or something that everybody's like cause for concern on climate change and global warming. I don't know. That's what I think, but like that whole situation I found weird because it's it wanted to be 60 degrees, but it felt so icy outside. It felt like literally I was sitting on a glacier. I felt like I was in the North Pole. It was so freaking cold. But yeah, Taurus, this is also connected to local news. So Taurus burglars headquartered have found to be New York City to arrest maid Dmitry Nizinsky, 43. Excuse me 1 second. I just have to do something. Just to ensure that I can continue giving you the quality that you're used to. So Dmitry Nizinsky, 43, and Juan Villar, 48, used pawn shops to resell high-profile collectible items tied to recent Joe Burrow burglary. This ring with international ties misuses immigration program meant for tourism to resell contraband, including drugs, art, sports memorabilia, designer clothes, and alcohol. The recent string of NFL burglaries have similarities, though the 4 Chilean deportees that were arrested for the robbery itself are connected to this particular ring of organized crime. So again, I'm calling it headquartered ring of drug traffickers, etc. They're found to have contraband. They were using pawn shops in the local vicinity of New York City to resell these items. It is an organized international crime ring in which they were burglarizing high-profile people, celebrities, famous, public figures, taking those items and, like I said, selling them on the black market, right? So Joe Burrow also had become a victim recently, and those 4 were found to be from Chile, and they were deportees, but they were arrested and are still in the court process. So now there is a total of 6 arrests connected to these high-profile burglary cases. So that's I think that's a pretty good impact. You want to talk about fight on crime, I think that's a pretty big trump. So Typhoon Feta, Vince, and Talia linger in the Indian Ocean as seismic activity in Greece continues to be over 4.5, and I checked that this morning. The Santorini island evacuated Wednesday, almost a week into the recent frequent quakes. Fear of tsunami caused for alarm, leaving this gorgeous, beautiful isle emptied. Feta looking more disorganized, but is still being monitored and active in Madagascar. So, Tropical Storm Feta, looking disorganized, but it is in Madagascar. It was set to affect Mozambique. It's, it could still happen to where the system moves in that direction in nature, in its nature and natural course, though it is currently just in Madagascar. But the Indian Ocean, it has been lit up by these 3 storms, Feta, Vince, and Talia recently. And also there has been seismic activity in Greece that continues with, they have like quakes of 4 Richter scale 4.5 and over. And specifically the Santorini island was evacuated. So they're afraid that there might be a tsunami or something going on, or a disaster event that could occur. So they continue being vigilant and, have been productive and actively taking to task in preparation in case of an event of emergency. So they're ready, and they are readying and kind of like moving out of the zones that could leave them vulnerable. And I think that's a good thing. And also, they say that it's not like a tourist heightened, season right now. So that's a good thing too. So, the less people prone and open to, susceptible to becoming victims by a natural crisis situation that might occur. I think, it's better to be safeguarded, and, the less, the better, I guess. So a manhunt is underway in New Albany, Ohio. Manhunt underway after a shooting inside a New Albany warehouse in the state of Ohio caused 1 death. The suspect is a male. He opened fire last night, dropping his weapon as he fled and leaving an additional 5 people wounded. They believe there is a backstory to the event, and he is unlikely to become a nuisance to the public again, although motive is unclear at the time. Nearby facilities were evacuated to be on the safe side. He is being identified as Bruce Reginald Foster. The incident, again, sparking a search for the suspect, is currently underway in the Columbus area. So they're looking for Bruce Reginald Foster, who opened fire in a warehouse in New Albany, a suburb of Columbus, Ohio. 5 people were wounded, and 1 person died at the scene, or died in this event of this mass shooting. So they believe there is a history between him and the targeted victim. I'm not sure if he hit the actual person he was, antagonized against, and had taken inactive antagonist approach towards, but they are looking for him. U.S. aid is going through furlough, causing a stir in political discussion. Some citing the dumb purchases and an overlooked misuse of funding that has caused loss and the ultimate disbandment. So U.S. aid is currently going to kind of be shuttering its doors. It has been speculated that they have been misusing the funds, that there has been zero impact as far as their original cause and function. It wasn't doing anything in the area of helping foreign, as far as foreign aid and assistance goes. They weren't really doing much, and that's the whole point of U.S. aid, is to send funds overseas and to help foreign lands better and improve situations that they found themselves in, and help the lives that are impacted by whatever misfortunes. But as I said, have been so many losses financially that this program could no longer continue as it was. And there are big critics in this arena, as well as people who have this abandonment issue with it altogether. But in the end, nobody likes to suffer a loss. Flight 5342 update: all victims were recovered, confirming the official death toll of 67. And on to another mass shooting: Risbergska school shooting in Örebro, Sweden. Mass shooting at an adult education center left 11 dead, including the attacker. 6 were injured, some critically, left fighting for their lives. The day held a national testing day, and luckily less students were present than normal. Some were able to evacuate, others barricaded in classrooms. The gunman's home was raided, and no motive clear as of yet. He had no priors up until this mass shooting. Seems the 35-year-old with a hunting license was unemployed, allegedly turned the gun on himself, ending the rampage. He lived as a recluse. Continued investigations will be conducted, although still no clear signs of terrorism. Extreme ideologies are questioned. It is believed he acted alone. So a gunman who was 35 years old, a recluse, opened fire in a in an education center in Sweden. He killed, I believe he killed 11, and 6 were left fighting in critical care. So they were fighting for their life, 6, and the death toll may rise. It is currently at 11, and it is currently at 10. 6 were injured, but he did turn the gun to himself, making the entire death toll 11. But luckily, that day was testing day. They took the test and went home, some of the students. And like I said, some evacuated, others were barricaded in classrooms. So, it was like less people, the better situation. Less people present, the better. Because like I said, they would be at risk and vulnerable and open to situation in which, you know, they could not fully pull out of without a risk, significant risk on their health, life, and safety. But they're continue to investigate. They don't believe there's any connection to terrorism, though his ideologies are continued to be investigated. So that is all for today. Give this video a like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. My Sunday Front. Bye-bye.